Alright guys, once again, this is like my third take. It's Adrian. How's it going, guys? So just when I thought that life couldn't get any worse, it actually did. What happened to me? I made this really juicy content for 10 minutes about what's going on locally around Orange County, and then all of a sudden, as soon realize it, I had my mic turned off this entire time, and yeah, 10 minutes of my life just being killed away. But it's all right. I think the lessons in life are, the greatest lessons in your life will be the failures in your life. That's your greatest teacher, failure. So if you're not failing, you're not learning. Well, I take that back. You are learning, but you learn even more if you fail. Anyway, so I think what I'm going to be talking about this. Oh yeah, I had a sausage egg McMuffin too, and the ants ate it away. Now I can't do anything about it. So I'm sausage egg McMuffinless, and I'm also 10 minutes less. But besides that, let's go back to our show. So I think on this episode, I'm going to be talking about how the Honda Center is joining other November polling places into making this drive-through scenario, this drive-through ballot voting center thing going on. So it's not actually you going into the Honda Center. It's gonna be they're gonna use their parking lots to actually make this whole drive-through, vote in, vote out kind of polling station, which in my opinion, I mean it's actually quite good. I mean, as long as there's, if you add that no thing going on, then I think that's a win-win. I mean that's a fantastic idea. That goes right up there with the drive-through movies and drive-through Halloween. I mean, who wouldn't want to see Nightmare Before Christmas in the comforts of your own car? Who wouldn't want to see the Chainsaw Massacre in the comfort of your own AC? So, I think we're getting creative in this situation, and this is just a testament of those things. What's next, guys? So, apart from the Honda Center joining the open, schools have been pushed back and delayed towards September 22nd being the earliest. So, in this case, I think the plan was to go soon after Labor Day, and some schools were gonna give the green light on towards opening the schools, but turns out it's the 22nd. I know that there's this whole science behind it on why it has to do with us getting off the watch list, and then California added this new system of who gets to. But just because your county is open does not mean that all the districts will be open. Some will be open faster than others, depending on the location in your city. Obviously, you don't want a dense population area, say Santa Ana, to be opening somewhere where it's less dense. I can't think of one right now. I assume Irvine is less denser than Santa Ana, but who knows? Maybe Irvine has hidden populations. I don't know. I need to check my city populations correctly. And then finally, we have Congress, Orange County Democratic Party leader under fire. Why, you may ask? Well, let's see. Congress member called for Jeff Latunier to resign. He apologizes, but he won't step down. Let's see. A vice chair of the Democratic Party of Orange County might be forced to step down after he shared a Facebook post praising Ho Chi Minh, the late communist leader of Vietnam, for having liberated an entire poor colonized nation. So a lot of apart from Republicans and Democrats didn't take that. They didn't let that go. That was not a leeway. And I think, in this case, Jeff should have been a little bit smarter. I mean, you are in politics. You should have thought twice on what you were, posting out, because this affects, a large basis of the Vietnamese community, It's this has affected a lot of people here in Orange County. So, maybe he was being insensitive, but he should have really sincerely thought twice about what he posted. He even said, Latunier added that he shared the post without thinking too much about it. And obviously, whoever's going to take advantage of this is in politics, other politicians. Republicans were jumping on him, and the higher-ups of the Democratic Party had no other leeway just to cut him off. So, it's one of these cases where you have to realize that anything you say or do will be taken accountable, especially in politics. So, it is, that's the game of politics, Now, were they being sincere about them? I don't know, or were they deeply hurt and damaged that he said that? Honestly, I think this is just a support game. What? Huh. Like, if you say something that is not going to win you votes, you're going to cut them off. And obviously, this was the case. Like Janet Nguyen wrote, many Vietnamese Americans have direct relatives. So she took it to her advantage and, she used it towards her platform. And, it's these small things where, like, you have to be careful what you say in politics. Obviously, I'm not saying that he's, like, that he should have said it. No, like, he's up there. I mean, you're a democratic leader, you don't go supporting communists. But he should have been smarter about this one. Mr. Letourneur's glorification of Ho Chi Minh spits in the face of the freedom, prosperity, of safety of so many Vietnamese Americans fought and died, and the deaths of 58,000 American soldiers who laid down their life to defend the freedom of the Vietnamese people. And it's all his colleagues from Santa Ana, Anaheim, Laguna Beach, Yorba Linda, and so forth, huh? Yep. Is this one? All right, and then finally, let's see what else is going on. Santa Ana provides new data that Orange County is dumping homelessness. So earlier, these last couple months, I guess Santa Ana filed a lawsuit against Orange County about like how different cities, police departments were essentially dumping the homeless people onto their intake release center. And they would just drop them there and they wouldn't pick them up. Essentially, they had to pick them back to their own cities. They never did that. They just left them there. And, but the judge, what's his name? Let's see. Judge David O. Carter wanted stats. He wanted proof that this was actually going on. So, the Santa Ana actually brought those stats and they saw it like, they were trying to like proceed with like this whole lawsuit. Santa Ana officials said transfers from other communities have led to a disproportionate number of homelessness people in their city. From 2017 to 2019, homelessness in Orange County increased by 43%, but in Santa Ana, homelessness increased by more than 77%. According to the lawsuits, as of April 29, more than 25% of the country homelessness lives in Santa Ana. This is by far the largest number of individuals experiencing homelessness of any city in Orange County, even though Santa Ana is one of the Orange County's poorest, more diverse cities, and least able to address the impact of homelessness, the lawsuit states. So it's an ongoing battle right now, and even that's something infamous about Orange County. It's the homelessness crisis right now that's going on. So it has to be taken accountable. I mean, that's like COVID-19 isn't making this any better. Obviously it's backtracking a lot of these social, like social economic situations and the problems. These are problems that we're going through as a county. So. The pandemic isn't making things any better. Whatever is going on in our country right now, it doesn't make things any better. So, it's these social problems that are asking us ourselves as a society, what are we completing? What's going on? So, it's a lot of mess, man. Well, anyways, we're going to call it a day for this video. And if you like it, I'll try doing another one. If you don't, I'll never do this shit ever again. But nonetheless, see you guys next time, and until Thursday, see you guys.